Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Claire Francis. Today I'm joining you in a slightly different environment, as you can see. Haven't quite got the lighting right yet, so please forgive me for that. But I've got some unboxing to do with you today, so I needed to be sitting down so I can show you what I've got. It's a couple of items of footwear, and also I'm going to do a review of the Dyson Airwrap. I've been actually using that for a month or so. Something I bought when they had an offer in the sale, and I'd like to show you what my hair looks like when I do use the Dyson Airwrap and give you my verdict about is it really worth the money, because it does come with quite a high price tag, the Dyson Airwrap, so that's coming up a little bit later. Okay, so let's get on to the unboxing. First of all, I've got this box that arrived a few weeks ago. I've been saving them, I haven't worn them yet. Nicely packaged here in Michael Kors box. Let's have a look, nice gold box there, and nicely packaged inside we have a beautiful pair of cream ankle boots. Now these are beautiful leather. You can see they have a fairly slim foot there, but they're a chiseled toe, so they are quite pointed but then squared off at the end there. They have a lovely little kitten heel. That's only just over maybe an inch or so, so that's quite a good height if you struggle to walk in longer, higher heels. And a nice gold zip on the inside. This is a nice, substantial, sturdy, good quality zip. You can actually tell the quality and you can feel the quality of the leather. So I was really happy with those. So this is the pair, obviously. So we've got a beautiful pair there of boots. I'm going to show you what they were like when I tried them on. So have a look in the cutaway there. You can see really nice ankle boot, nice and fitting to the foot and the ankle, very easy to stand in and walk in because of that low heel. And I'm a size 6 and I have a fairly wide foot. I was a little bit worried that the 6 would be a bit tight on me, but they're not. They're absolutely fine. The chiseled toe sort of effect doesn't really affect that. They're very comfortable and I think I'll be able to walk in those quite happily. Now I haven't worn them out yet, purely because I was saving them for spring. I think they'll be a lovely addition to my wardrobe that will go with things like navy trousers and the navy and white stripes and things like that that are very much always on trend in the spring. So I will be wearing those out soon, and obviously especially when the weather's got a little bit better. I don't want to ruin them at the moment, but I'm sort of saving those for spring. I don't know if I mentioned the price of the MK boots. They were actually £180 reduced to £72, and that was including the postage, so I think they were £68. So I thought that was a really good bargain for a beautiful pair of cream leather boots, and I wouldn't have bought them at £180, but they had some very good offers on. I think they also had the same boots in a red, which I was quite tempted by as well, and possibly a black. But very good offer, very pleased with that. And then secondly, I have another box. So we've got some Adidas. Now I know I've been saying that I didn't want to spend £90 on a pair of Adidas trainers. So I haven't spent £90 on a pair of Adidas trainers. I'll talk about that later, but let's have a look at what I've got then. So this is my Adidas Samba. It's the cream and red one, the red stripe version. Now this is not the very, very flat, low profile version. This is the slightly chunkier one. I thought this looked really smart, and again I thought it would look really nice with spring colours, with the sort of navy and white and things like that. The little pop of red would add a nice little bit of colour. I have seen these on quite a few people and I did like the red. So let's find the other one as well. So I ordered them having no idea whether they would actually fit or not. I'm not sure, I haven't had a pair of Adidas trainers for quite a while. I was a bit concerned about the width, but these ones do seem to come up a little bit wider. So they actually fitted my foot fine. I'm a size 6. And they were perfect. The boots were size 6 as well, I'm not sure if I said that. They were size 6, as you can see, they're not too narrow here, so if you have a slightly wider foot, I think these ones would be ideal. And they were actually from Office. Office had an offer on, and they were £52. So when I saw them for that price, I thought it was worth trying, and I'm glad I did. I did order another pair, which is this pair you can see here, which were lower profile. They were a green and a grey design. They were lovely, but they were a little bit too narrow and tight for me. So that was a size 6 as well, but in the different style, these ones fitted me much better. So have a look there, you can see what they look like from different angles there. I tried them on, and as I say, these are really comfortable. They feel a little bit more supportive of the arch as well. I think the very flat, low profile ones don't have much support, but these seem to be really, really comfortable. And I know I'm a little bit, let's say I've joined the party a little bit late, but I do like the Sambas. I mean, there are other styles that are going to be coming in this summer and spring and things, but I was happy to have a pair of these. And as I said, I sent the other pair back because they weren't such a good fit, but these ones I'm definitely going to keep. I do think that was a really good price, £52 for those. So then we've got the Dyson Airwrap. So I made the decision to buy it based on the fact that obviously with my channel I do need to have my hair styled nicely, and I don't want to keep paying to go to the hairdressers. So I did make the investment. The other one that's on the market that's very similar is the Shark one, which is a bit cheaper. However, it was one of those things, in fact it was my partner who persuaded me to get the Dyson one, because the fact it's a British company and various other things, that he thought I should try the one that supposedly is the best. So I got it to have a try, and let me just show you then what's inside. So it opens up from the side there. So let's see what we've got inside here. So it comes in a black box. Let me just put this main box down. Most of the items fit in this black box. It's quite heavy, quite a substantial thing. The only item that doesn't fit in here is one of the attachments, which is the diffuser. So it comes with a diffuser. That doesn't fit into the box because obviously it's quite big. So let's have a look at what's inside then. So we've got various pieces wrapped up here. Let's have a look at the main thing. So this is the main air dryer here. You can see it's the sort of strawberry colour with the sort of blue detailing there. This can be used as just a hair dryer, although it doesn't look like a hair dryer. The Shark one bends and folds and looks like a traditional hair dryer. This one doesn't. You can use it just to dry your hair. In fact, I used it just to dry my hair straight like this yesterday, and it's very quick and easy to do it like that. But that's not the main reason obviously people buy it. So this is the main part, and you then plug the attachments into the top here. They go on quite smoothly and easily. So let me show you the attachments that this one came with. Now this is the long one, long volumized. So it has brushes for longer hair. You can get slightly different versions that suit mid-length or shorter hair. So it comes with the styling brush. You can see there, you probably noticed there's a few hairs in it already. This one is the large round brush. It doesn't come with a smaller one. That would be for the shorter hair version, I think. So one long brush there. Then we've got this drying part here. This is a sort of smoothing dryer, just a sort of, what's that word? Oval sort of shaped barrel there. That's quite a useful attachment. So I use those two to sort of dry my hair in the beginning, to sort of rough dry them. Then we also have, now this is the one attachment I haven't got to grips with. It's supposed to be, it's the one you actually use to make it a hair dryer, and hair blows out of one side. But this bit here, it's supposed to be a smoothing roller. It's supposed to actually tuck the flyaways under the rest of your hair, but I haven't actually got to grips with it really. That's not working very well for me. Then the main pieces actually that people buy it for are the curling barrels. So there's two barrels here. There's the wider one for looser curls, and there's the smaller one for the smaller curls. If you were getting a different version, there's even a smaller one as well, but this is for long hair obviously. So those are the two curling barrels. So you plug them on the top there, and then the hair will wrap around and it will curl your hair, and then you can take it out. Now, I'm not going to do a full-on tutorial on how to use it because I'm a bit clumsy at using it. So there's plenty of videos on the internet telling you how to use it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to show you how I use it, and then what happens and what I have to do to keep the curls in. So let me just put that out of the way. So basically I use, as I said, one of the round brushes, something like that, just to rough dry my hair. And it's really the roots that need to be dry. You want the hair to be maybe 80% dry, but you want to have a little bit of moisture in it because obviously you don't want to be over drying it. So then you choose one of the barrels and you put it on, and you take sections of hair and they will wrap around the barrel, and then you're left with some curls. Now, I tried this the first time and they fell out within hours. So I watched a lot of videos about how to make the curls last. And there's a lot of conflicting advice actually about whether you do leave the curl in when the hairdryer is still going, or you take the barrel out when it's switched off or switched on or whatever. So there's some confusion about the best way to do it. But what I've found is basically I need to use more styling product. I'm not a great fan of styling products. So ladies, if you know a good styling mousse that doesn't leave your hair sort of stiff and crispy, but has a reasonable hold, I'd really like to hear from you. So please let me know in the comments. I have one that's a Wella one. I don't think it's particularly working. It works actually to give me a bit of body and hold the curl a little bit, but it's not that nice. I'd prefer to get a different one, but I don't want to spend a lot of money trying lots of expensive brands to find one that works. So I am using a heat protector, and then I'm using a little bit of mousse on it. But I do find that the curls themselves don't last. So like a lot of people have said, I've actually got to clip them in place. So you can see here, this is what my hair looks like when I've actually done it. I end up with these clipped on, and then I need to leave it for about an hour or so to let the curls really cool down. Then when you take it out, it looks something like this. And then I would say that lasts for the first day like that. The second day, the curls are still there, but they're a little bit looser. And sometimes I'll just go over a few of them with a curling tong. By the third day, I just have very loose waves. So mine aren't lasting that long. I have to say it's quite a time-consuming process. Luckily, I don't have to be out of the house early in the morning. I certainly wouldn't have time to do it if I had to be out by 8 o'clock or something. So I have got the time in the morning to do it. But it's not a silver bullet, you know, it's not a magic solution to getting those curls to last a long time. Definitely gives my hair a lot of volume, much more than it had. I actually have a conditioning treatment put on my hair, a keratin conditioning treatment. I have that put on twice a year, and it makes it quite silky. It gets rid of the frizz. I do have quite frizzy and curly hair naturally. So over the time, I've had it done twice a year for about 10 years, and it's smoothed it down very much. But then it does go a little bit limp, if anything. So I'm trying to give it a bit more volume again. So it definitely does give it volume, and the curls definitely do look good, and they do last a reasonable amount of time. They're quite bouncy, but as I said, for me, I don't get the 3 or 4 days really out of it. Really, I get 2 good days, and then I need to redo it, and it's quite time consuming and quite fiddly. The first couple of times I used it, I did nearly send it back. I just thought, this is too much. You need to be a hairdresser. You really need to know what you're doing. But once you get into the swing of it, as I said, you need to watch a few of the tutorial videos. Once you do get into the swing of it, I wouldn't now go back and not use it. So I am happy using it now. It just does take a little bit of getting used to. There's a little bit of a learning curve in how to do it, but it definitely does give you nice volume, nice curls, and so you can vary the size with either the thicker barrel, or you can have slightly tighter curls with the thinner barrel. It's now a little bit later in the week. I've actually been away for a couple of days. I will be reporting back on one of my shopping trips next week. I've also got family coming to stay today, so hence the fact that the video this week is a little bit shorter than usual. I will be back again with a fashion video next week. Just to say, you can see here that this is how my hair looked an hour ago when I first took the pins out, nice and curly. This is about an hour later, and you can see it's already dropped a little bit. It's quite nice now. I haven't brushed the curls out too much because I know they won't last very long otherwise. So this is the sort of first day look, and then it will have dropped quite a bit by tomorrow. So overall, do I think the Dyson Airwrap is worth the money? Possibly not. If you already have, you know, a blow styler, dryer type thing, you may find that that works just as well for you. If you have the money, it's nice to try it, but it's not an easy fix. I think I'm getting better at it each time I do it, but I do need to find, as I said, a slightly better hair mousse, I think, to help to hold it in place. So I'll leave it up to you. I did get it when it was on offer, so now I think it's gone up to something like £480, which is quite an expense. If there's a lot of you that are going to use it, you know, if you live in a family with lots of girls and you all want to try it, then maybe it's worth it. Not 100% convinced that it is worth the money, really. I think maybe the Shark one might be as good, or even some of the normal blow dryers that you get, the styling brushes and things, may be as good. Anyway, hopefully I will see you again next week. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please press the like button. Please consider subscribing. It really helps the channel. And I hope you all have a good week, and I hope to see you next week. Goodbye.